everybody, this is me, Sarah. It's me. But today, you may call me Hades, god of the underworld. So creepy, so freaky, so fun, so weird. Oh god, I love makeup. Welcome back, and welcome if you're new. Please join my YouTube family and click the subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. If you want to know how I turned into Hades, keep watching. Oh, I'm losing my chin, like literally. So different without the chin, right? I've been touching it too much. I've been making too many faces. I don't know what I was saying. If you want to know how I turned into Hades, keep watching, and I'll see you at the end of the tutorial.
Okay, so I'm starting off with my eyebrows and I want to block them out so it is easier for me to paint over them. I'm using a glue stick and I'm brushing my brows up with my finger, and I don't want to admit it, but a little bit of saliva. Yeah, I said it. Now I'm using compact powder and a sponge and I'm tapping the powder gently over the glue, doing the other eyebrow, and we are good. Yes. But my skin is super dry, so I'm going to moisturize it with my favorite oil by Pi. It's a rosehip bioregenerate oil and it's really good. Now I'm using a primer because I'm working with lights and I sweat a lot and tends to make my makeup melt a little bit, so the primer is going to help all the pigments stay in place and look better. Good. Now I'm using the hair that I made with paper and paint, and I am applying it on my forehead so I can start sketching Hades' face, and so I know where his features are going to be. I'm doing exactly the same with the chin that I made, and yeah, I'm just roughly putting marks where I want his face to end. Now I want my real face to disappear, basically, and to blend in with the black background, so I'm painting my skin with water-activated black paint. Don't forget the ears. It is very unpleasant. It's wet and cold. It's like a cow is licking your ear. Not that it's ever happened to me, but anyway. I'm using a very old kohl and I am drawing the mouth. I'm making it very big because it's creepier and it's gonna also be easier for me to put the teeth in it. Oh, sorry, the camera went blurry. I'm now using a mix of white, black and blue paint to give Hades his complexion. I hate when hair glues to my face. Yeah, so painting the chin and on the sides of the mouth as well. So I'm using a loose powder because the product I use for the skin is oily and I need to set it so I can work on it and put shadows, for instance. Speaking of shadows, I'm using this beautiful blue eyeshadow for all my contouring and all the sculpting of Hades' face, and I'm starting with the nose to give it a thinner and pointed and creepy finish. Doing the other side, and I'm moving on to the cheekbones, and I will do exactly the same on all my face, on my brows, to give my face a frowning and angry look. With a smaller brush, I'm adding frowning lines on my forehead, or I don't know if they're wrinkles or frowning lines, but you know, I'm just using Hades' reference photo from the cartoon and trying to give life to my face with all that shading, giving more facial expressions with the same powder under my mouth, and starting to get into the character already. I'm going back in on my cheekbones to just enhance the features, and same on my forehead. I want the lines to be sharper and I want to give a more three-dimensional finish. Now, when you do shading, you also want to highlight, which is what I'm doing right now on my cheekbone with a white cream paint. I'm also highlighting the forehead, the other cheekbone. And I think I'm gonna go back in with black eyeshadow. Yeah, I'm using black eyeshadow because I thought my nostrils were not visible enough, so I want to bring them out with black eyeshadow and also bring out my cheekbones and my cheeks. So I'm putting that black eyeshadow at the bottom on top of the blue and going back in on the nose to define the features better, I guess. I'm moving on back to the highlighting, and I'm highlighting the nose and defining the nostrils a bit more and highlighting the chin. Now with my hard to open black eyeliner, I'm starting to work on the eyebrows and enhancing the frowning finish. I am adding lines or like wrinkles, I guess, defining the nose a bit more. And I'm using a different eyeliner and sneezing and just adding, I don't know, a line, yeah, on the forehead to separate my forehead from the paper. And now I'm putting on a gray eyeshadow on my eyes because I wanted, well, Hades' eyes to look like they're super tired and you know, like he's never slept in his life. I'm using a black kajal and I'm putting it on my waterlines to make my eyes darker. And now one of my favorite parts of this transformation is the eyebrows, because they just totally change my expression. It makes me look so haughty and so like mean and angry. I was having so much fun. I'm using my kajal again to make the eyes darker even more because they just looked too gray, so I wanted to darken them a little bit. I'm using the black powder to blend it in with the black kajal to have like a nice, kinda nice, smoky finish. And because my lashes were covered in powder and white powder, I'm just adding a little bit of mascara, but I could have just skipped this step. It's just, I don't know. Yes. Now I'm using my white cream again and trying to bring my brow bones out with that cream and trying also to bring out the wrinkles, getting into the character, and now adding teeth, which I wanted to be very long and very pointed and sharp and creepy. Don't forget the bottom ones. And it was funny because I was starting not to recognize myself in the mirror, and this is my favorite part, when you add something to a makeup and it just changes your face. It's crazy. And I'm crazy. Now I'm using a not very pretty green eyeshadow and I am tapping in over the paint so it makes my teeth look dirty and disgusting. And now I'm moving on to the lips, and I'm using my white cream as a base so I can put on eyeshadows over it and give that color, that, you know, the color that your lips turn into when you spend too much time in the pool. They turn blue, gray blue. So that was the kind of finish I wanted. I wanted a dead, I guess, dead looking mouth. Now I'm using my black eyeliner to do the final touches on the mouth, and I am, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just finishing the lips so they look 3D, and I'm separating the teeth so I can paint in between and know where the paint goes and where the teeth end. Sorry, I have trouble doing my voiceover. I don't know, for some reason I was feeling sexy with this makeup on. It's weird. And yeah, so I'm now painting inside the mouth, in between the teeth, but it was too black. I wanted it to look more like flesh, so I'm using a dark red eyeshadow and I'm applying it over the paint to have this dark red finish, you know. I'm trying to make the bottom lip shine and look more 3D with white paint and then a white eyeliner. Crazy! And I'm moving on to the neck and trying to make it thinner and longer and more like a snake And also I want it to blend in with the background, so I painted it black. I'm now using my fake chin, which makes me laugh a lot, and I am gluing it with spirit gum. I'm having such a blast right now, as you can see. I am doing the same with the hair and gluing it with spirit gum on my forehead. Yes, good. I am gluing the cheekbones. I made little triangles because Hades in the cartoon has really pointed cheekbones, so I wanted to have that finish. I also made little ears, pointed little ears, and I'm gluing them as well. And I believe I made more fire because, oh no, let's not forget the brooch thingy. I don't know what it is, if it's a mushroom or a cupcake or a skull, it's weird. And now I'm adding a little bit more fire because I thought there was something missing behind the ears, and putting on my awesome creepy contacts, and I believe that's the end.
Well guys, that's it for today's tutorial. I cannot talk too much because it makes my chin fall, and I cannot be Hades without a humongous chin, so I'm not going to talk too much. I just hope you enjoyed the tutorial as much as I did. I had so much fun I had so much fun turning into this character. I literally can't recognize myself. It is freaking cool, and I'll see you next week with another tutorial. Burning me. I don't fear burning, I'm from hell. That's not funny, sir. Oh, well, bye.